Hi, Soul Family. I can't believe that I'm actually doing another reading today. I just finished doing the longest daily reading. It's probably going to be more in-depth or just as our weekly reading, but there must be a reason for it. And I've got butterflies in my stomach from the last one. Good stuff. So I'm here up on the patio because, I don't know, I just am. It's a little bit, the weather is exactly what I'm feeling. It's like all over the place. You never know what's going to happen. This is going to be the best day of my life. Okay, so everybody's been enjoying the multiple choice readings. I'll say hi with my eyes. Hello. It's too bright for my light blue eyes out here. And it's gotten a little confusing to some people, and so it got confusing for me, and even today I made a mess of it again. So I've got, what I'm going to do, let's see, I'll let you guys look out while I get myself somewhat organized. Why don't I get myself organized before? Because I always do things by the seat of my pants. Always. I always fly. I'm on the fly. I'm a fly girl. I'm a fly girl. Isn't that a dancer? Yeah, dance. I like to dance. Harmony. Moving in harmony. Okay, so we have the decks that we're going to be working with. Woo! They're all over the place. We're going to be working with the Oracle of Shadows and Light. That's one of them. Because we're going to be doing a multiple choice. Okay? Oracle of Shadows and Light. I asked Spirit, and I was having a hard time choosing. And so I just got quiet and I just started listening. And I got Romance Angels. I got Healing with the Fairies, and it's interesting because I had a different deck in mind, and it wasn't that deck, but it was Healing with the Fairies is what I heard. So there's that. I got one visual, and the visual was Messenger Oracle, which is one of my favorite, and another one was the Vampire deck. So this is what we're working with today, and the wind is blowing like crazy, so I might, what that looks like, trying to decide a place where I can put the cards or see enough. I know that if I was down on the dock, stuff would be all over the place, so it wouldn't be good. So hope you guys are having a happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I did a whole big speech of this, and since this is the week, I won't go into it, but happy Mother's Day to any race, sex, who has mothered or nurtured any species, race, child, teenager, adult, baby, whatever. We all have an inner child. So there's moms, there's dads, there's animals, you know. Some people, their pets are their babies. So happy Mother's Day to everyone, pretty much at some time in your life you've nurtured. But the greatest emphasis for me today was upon the ones that reach out and extend themselves to those who have never known love in their lives, to someone outside of their natural family. And so this is a day that I say happy Mother's Day to my Mama Sherry, who took me in as her soul family in Wisconsin. And so maybe there's somebody in your life. And I said happy Mother's Day to my daughter, my best friend Diane, and Julie, and on it goes, all my friends. So that's for that. And let's get started. So I'm going to put you guys down right here. And I'm going to shuffle these decks. I don't know what'll come to me while I'm shuffling. What I want to do is get everything out of my way. I've got everything in the way. So I guess, okay, so here's the deal. I don't know if you guys can see anything but the fence looking that way, so I'll put you out like this. Are you looking at anything? You're probably still just seeing the fence. But you know, it is what it is. It's still pretty out there, isn't it? So if you want to do this by zodiac sign, you can do air first, water, fire, earth. Okay, I'm going to repeat it again so that there's no confusion. I've already confused myself. See? Air, water, fire, earth. I don't know what I said first. Let's redo it. Air, water, fire, earth. Air, water, fire, earth. So words, emotions, groundedness. No, that's not even right. Air is words. Water is emotions. Fire is passion. Earth is groundedness. Okay? Air, water, fire, earth. If you want to do it as the first two cards are you and the second two cards are your partner. The first card is you. The second card is your partner. The third card is what does Spirit want you to know for both of you and what is coming. And I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to get even too far into it. You could do it as 4 different people or 4 different situations. So for me, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to do it as myself, my partner, what Spirit wants us to know, and what's coming this week. Myself, my partner. So I want him to know is the first cards. He wants me to know is the second cards. Spirit wants us both to know is the third cards. And what's coming this week. And the song in the background is what'll be will be. Let it be. So somebody's asking them to come with them because wherever we are together, see where this thing goes, and we'll see what will be. So it sounds like a beginning. And I just saw a wish float across the ground. So make a wish. Correct neutrality on all levels. And here comes our first totems. Oh, they landed. They came in for a landing. What I was watching was a pair of ducks. It was a couple. So ducks are a community, and they were on the move, and they were talking, and ducks represent comfort and home. So someone's coming home. That's what I heard. Someone's coming home, and that works for me. I've been talking about going home to Wisconsin, see my family. I miss my family. I hear them, right when I said that, I hear again. As soon as every time I say it, there they go. They're on the move. You know, they're going, they just started to go northwest, and then they turned and they went straight west. They went out to the water. They went out to the beach. If that means anything to anyone. Okay. Oh my, and look at the Ascended Masters. There's 3 of them. Oh, now the 4th one's joining. But the 4th one's going over here. So the Ascended Masters, 3 working with you. Archangels. Also the 3 means full circle completion. Oh, and look, they're coming back to follow the Ascended Master because he knows where he's going. Ooh, he's going east. Is he going east? Where are you guys going? Do you know where you're going? No, let's look. Now the other one came back around. Oh, they're funny. They're circling this house. Okay, so they split up for a second. So they came together and they split up. And look, what is going on? They're following the Ascended Master. So that's my message. I don't know if you guys are watching this, but they all came back around wherever he went. So follow Spirit's guidance. I don't know if you guys could see that, but that was incredible to watch. Because they split off, the 3. So there's 1 that's splitting off from 3. Okay, there's a message, a loud message. 1 is going to split away from 3, but they'll come back together in the end. That's a message. You'll know it applies to you. If it does. So yes, you're separating, but you will come back together. So maybe that's a comfort for someone to know, because that is the message from Duck, is comfort. That is one of the messages from Duck, is comfort. So it will be of a comfort for you to know that you will separate from these 3, but in the end, you'll make full circle completion. You'll come back around, and maybe it's like a reconciliation or a coming together to figure something out, and it's completed, full circle completion. You've come full circle and completed with these 3, and maybe you amicably part. Song right now is Bad Romance. Okay, so here we go. We're going to choose. I've shuffled them all. So what I want to say to my, let's see, how do I do? I'm going to move these so I can get them a little bit more where I can actually show you guys instead of having them so far away from me. I want to make it as easy on myself as possible. Okay? So, what I want to say to my partner, or what I want my partner to know. My partner's not even here. He is in spirit, but he's not here physically, so, you know, works for you too. What my partner wants me to know, or he wants to say to me. Okay, you know what? My partner wants to say 2 things in that card, because I got 2. And that's just the way it is, and so did you, I guess. That's interesting. That's interesting. I have to be careful here with my bundles. Okay, so whatever it is, the first pile, second pile, third pile. This is what Spirit wants to let us both know. And this is what's coming in the upcoming week. There's going to be a lot of cards here, you guys. 1, 2, I just want to make sure everybody gets the equal. The second pile got more cards than everyone else, but that's just the way Spirit handed it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be 5 cards for each pile. God, this is going to take hours. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. This is, I'm giving myself so much work, it's ridiculous. All right. Okay. Lily's sleeping, my little girl. Okay. First pile. Here we go. This is the first pile. This is the second pile. This is the third pile. This is the fourth pile. And I need to put something on them so they don't go flying. All right. So, I want my partner to know that your love life will benefit as you forgive your parents. This has been consistent. And the song playing right now, please don't, you don't know half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Okay, so healing family issues. There's been difficulty. Maybe this was a very stern father. I'm not certain. I'm gonna, maybe he's done some things that were unkind, or she, the mother, could represent a very stern mother. But the feelings that you're dealing with right now are based on issues about your mom and dad. This has to do with the way you feel about your mom and dad. So if this is from my partner and me, maybe he's looking at me and seeing similarities between his mother and me. I don't know. I hope not, if it's been unhealthy. But what Spirit's wanting you to do, and for you guys, whoever chose this, if this is for air signs, maybe it's your family that you need to release feelings, old anger that you've been holding on to. It could be generations. And your feelings are influencing what you feel about the partner that you're with at this time. They're influencing how you deal with the partner in your life or your idea of relationships. So if you're having a difficult time doing this, like, no, I can't, no, you don't understand. You don't know half of what they've done to me. I understand that it can be excruciating. But what I'm telling you is that holding on to that anger or blame or unforgiveness is not hurting you, it's hurting them. So you need to let go of the past just so that you can move on. Or you need to reconcile that just because something happened in your parents' lives doesn't mean it's going to happen in your life. Doesn't mean because your father was the way he was that you're going to be that. I just got something. Because they're talking about healing, there could be health issues. My mother is a schizophrenic. I think it runs in the family. What if I have those issues? This is not a concern. This is not real. This is an illusion. My father was an alcoholic. I'm scared. What if when I go, you know, it didn't happen until later in life? Or what if he changes his mind? My dad wanted to marry my mom, or my mom wanted to marry my dad, but one of them turned gay. What if I turn gay? You don't turn gay. You are gay. You're either ignoring it and you're trying to please other people, or you didn't feel like you could come out. You don't turn gay. You know, it's interesting. A lot of people feel that. What if I change my mind? Or my dad ran off on us, and I've had abandonment issues, and I'm concerned that when the pressure comes on me, what if I can't take it? What if I crack and I run off? You know what? This is a deep emotional problem that's going on here, and it needs emotional detoxification. So you need to let go of this, and Spirit's asking for you to help this. Ask for them to help you with, so that you no longer carry that toxic energy, because the more you think about it, and the more you dwell upon it, and the more you hold on to whatever the issues are, the more you're going to be in the place that this person is in, pushing love away, not letting anyone near because they're so afraid. If you can find peace in yourself or find peace with your family. I thought about something yesterday when I was driving. I heard somebody say, I met this girl at a party. She was a trust fund baby like me. And she said, I like you because you're broken like me. And we drew together because she didn't make me feel bad about myself. I look at other people and I feel bad because they're doing their work and I haven't, and I've done things, and it doesn't hurt so much if I'm with somebody who's broken like I am. But you see, when you're dealing with negative issues like this, you draw to you that kind of energy. You have to lift your vibration. You have to lift your thoughts. Find peace within yourself so that you stop attracting unhealthy relationships and patterns and partners. Because you're trying to work through the issues from the past by these dysfunctional partners and partnerships. Your relationship is with yourself. That's the one that needs to heal. You have to examine this. Ask Spirit to help you examine what's going on and recognize you deserve love. You deserve to have a healthy relationship. A true master finds peace amidst the chaos. Yes, it's difficult, but there's angels all around you wanting to help you. I've never had a father. I don't know how to be a father. My dad, I've never had an example of a man in my life. I don't know how to be a husband. It's okay. Nobody does until they do it. And you know what? Even if ones have been before, everybody that's in your life, you're different with because they're a different person and you're not the same person you were yesterday. God, there's so many things. But it's about forgiving to move forward. I want my partner to know, make the sacrifice. Wow, this one's met. I understand this one. Right away when I look at this one, you see this one, this dark dragon, up on the mountain, holding that skull, holding on to something that's dead, long dead. Past feelings, an old relationship. You're holding on to something that is dead. It's gone. It's in the past. It's something that can't be undone. It has to be forgiven. Also, it's going to die in your hands if you don't act. This one is way up on a mountain. When the great wave came, he went to the mountain, but he stayed in isolation. He's holding death in one hand. The death of something. This could be very positive. It's the death of the old. There's a new moon here. Do you see it? And there's growth. And you're not going to get what you want if you don't act. You may have beautiful ideas and intentions are noble, but if you don't act upon them, if you stay up there on that mountain, up in that tree, maybe it has something to do with your family tree. You're wrapped around that family tree. Maybe you're too attached to that family tree. And what you love, you're holding in your hand and it's slowly dying. You can wish and want. You're very connected to your highest self and you're connected to spirit. But you know what? Sometimes people are so connected to spirit that they think spirit is, they've got that feeling. Well, whatever will be, will be. No, that is not how. God helps those who help themselves. He brings you to a place and he brings you your tools and the lessons are there. But nothing happens of its own accord. If you don't act, it will die. You have to make it happen. And that means you have to be ready and willing to do whatever it takes, no matter what the sacrifice is. You have to give of yourself. If you desire something, there's something you must give. I'm afraid. I feel like I'm dead inside, but you're not. What is the sacrifice you must make? It must be worthy. Song right now. I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. You look beautiful tonight. This is the song, this is that wedding song by Ed Sheeran. I found a woman, I found a man, stronger than anyone. She shares my dreams, and someday I hope she shares my home. But you see, you can't just hope. You have to act on it. You can't stay up there. You need to act, babe. I want you to know that there is hope. This is beautiful. Look at that. Be excited. Look at the anticipation that Spirit wants you to have in regards to this situation. This one holds a candle. The light. There's death all around her. She's a bat. She's in a cave. So she's connected to the darkness. But there's bright prospects. So what's going on? She looks trepidatious, doesn't she? Why are those 3 skulls there? Full circle completion. There's 4 skulls. She's sitting on a pile of skulls. Surrounded by death, by endings, by sadness. Something has ended. Something has hurt you deeply. And you're in the dark. But you have hope. You have to choose. You've lit the candle in your darkness. And you can hold the light up. And you can defy whatever it has come. Have the courage to go through the death, the silence, the loneliness, the criticism, whatever has ended. You are not alone. You feel like you are. But you need to rise above the hopelessness that you've been feeling about something that you've lost, something that didn't work out. Let go of the negativity. Maybe people have been criticizing you, putting you down, telling you you can't. You don't have to fake it. But Spirit wants you to be hopeful because you don't know what's coming. I said when we began this reading, this is going to be the best day of my life. Something wonderful is happening. In today's daily reading, the light's coming. The sun is starting to shine. It's coming out from behind the clouds. Something wonderful is coming this week. You have hope. You need to trust in that. And you've got the ability to create something new. Hold on to that while you're going through whatever it is that's so difficult. And keep it to yourself. You don't have to talk about it to others. You don't have to answer anyone else. You don't have to share anything. Keep it inside here. Keep it in. Look at this. It's getting brighter and brighter and brighter. Keep something sacred. Keep whatever it is. Your dream, your idea, your plan. Keep it inside. Keep it away from whatever it is that's caused that sadness and that darkness. Do what you need to do. And yes, the situation is difficult. The song right now, sometimes I feel like giving up. But I'm not made that way. No, you're not. And when you hold on to that and refuse to give in and you do what needs to be done and you hold on to that hope, you will draw to you what you need. There will be divine intervention and assistance and people will respect you. And you know what? More than other people respecting you, you will respect yourself. I didn't give in. No matter what, I didn't give in. I am the phoenix rising. I will rise from the ashes. You create the optimism. And with that, you will inspire other people because you're not the only one that's gone through a situation like this. You're not the only one. You think maybe, but you're not. And other people watch you and you don't realize you'll be an example. And maybe by your example, someone else will change a situation or maybe even within your own family. If you stand up, somebody else in your family will stand up as well. You're being watched. So strike that match. Create the possibilities out of this difficult situation. And you look at the water. You throw a rock in the pond and a ripple effect goes all the way across the water. And that's what will happen with you. That's what happens with our positive energy, with our intentions, and with our actions. You take one step, just one step. We don't have to know the whole way. Take one step. And just like a rock going into that water, a ripple effect goes out and then synchronistic events line up and everything is drawn to you. That's what happens. So light that candle and manifest. And realize that you have actually brought this in. This is the goddess Kali. You have brought this ending in. You didn't want this anymore. You called this in. That's why it happened. And because of that, you are going to manifest change. More change. And if you don't, if you just sit there, where is it? Where's the first message? I don't even know what it, oh, is it behind it? Like him, and you do nothing, and you sit there in your darkness, and you're angry. Look at the red of his eyes. I'm angry. I tried so hard. I fought so hard, and it died. It was nothing. It came to nothing. You killed it. If you sit there and remain hopeless, you are cursing yourself. You lose your own hope, and you choose to go nowhere. You need to create a positive outcome that you're looking for right now. And Spirit says you will soon have hope. And whatever it is that's going on right now, whatever this hardship is that you've been dealing with, it's going to get better. This week, it's going to get better. It is. Every single day, every hour, every minute, it's going to get better. You tell yourself, I feel like this right now, but I'm getting better. It's getting better. I am not giving up. I am the phoenix rising. I have a myriad of angels around me. I want you to know that. I want you to protect something. Spirit wants you to protect something. You've had the falling tower happen, and that house is burning down. But that ship is get ready to sail. And guess who's sailing it? You, the weird one, the wild one, the eccentric one, the different one, the awkward one, the crane, the magnificent, outstanding, crystal child, indigo adult. There's something precious. This little dragon, it's very, very precious, and you need to protect it. There's something that you don't want others to know. You don't want others to see. There's destruction behind you. Even in front of you, that castle is dark and foreboding. You don't know. But you're going to get ready and you're going to set sail. And there's disasters all over the place, not just around you. But this is the time to keep something safe. Now, I don't know if this is a project. Like maybe you've worked on a project and it all fell apart, right? You were working with other people and it didn't work out, or something you've been working towards, or I don't know what it is. It's love. Maybe you've allowed something to die and you're bringing it back. A dream. But there's something that you have to protect and keep it safe. And that means camouflage it. And that means not share it with other people. I already got that message. You know when you need to keep quiet. And right now, Spirit is telling you there's information coming. This is a dragon she's holding. Look at her outfit. It's a what is it called? Medieval, Renaissance. So you're getting information from ancient ones, from the ancient ones. Listen to the ancient ones. The ancient ones are speaking to you. Listen, you're going to get messages in your dreams. You're going to get visions. Yes, you're getting ideas, and that's who you call upon. You call upon the ancient ones. You call upon this is when you need them now. You call upon specifically Archangel Metatron. Do you know that the Native Americans, it's Archangel Metatron. There's so much about this right now. I've seen Archangel Metatron. He appeared to me, and I kept thinking I was seeing my brother Ryan, my soul brother, who's, because I saw this very tall Native American. I saw him again and again and again. And that is who the Native Americans look to. It's Archangel Metatron. He is the one who works with people that have learning disabilities, with people that have OCD, people that have things that other people in this world label. Post-traumatic stress, children with learning disorders, people that have bipolar, people that have, all the different issues that makes us a challenge in this life, because we're different than the other people. The ones that needed to go to Montessori school, where I should have gone, you know, you're stuck in your classroom in the cloakroom because you're outside looking at the window all the time, and you're in your mind, you're dreaming all the time, and people think there's something wrong with you, but there's not. You're brilliant. They just don't know how to teach you. Archangel Metatron works with those people. There's somebody that's trying to talk to you, the ancient ones. And you might feel that it's dark, and you might feel that it's creepy, and you might not understand it, but it's not. They're here to help you. You're going to be getting messages in dreams. I've had this happen where I've dealt with people from different lifetimes. I've dreamed with them at night, and I've seen them. I told you guys I was with this person on this island, very small island, and it was all lowlands, and it was grass waterways, and there was no hills, no mountains. It was just all low, and it was very beautiful. And he said, they're watching me from my prison cell. And I said, what? And he said, I can see this from my prison cell. And I thought I was there with this person. And he told me the name of the island. And I woke up the next morning and I looked up the name, and it was a penal colony at one time, hundreds of years ago, off the coast of Australia. And this is who I met with. And this was somebody that was like me. I have dreamed in past life. I've been put to death at the stake. I've been burned at the stake for being a witch, for my beliefs. I've seen it. So stuff like this is going to start coming to you, and you're going to be getting information from these ones who have suffered like you have, ones who understand what you've been through. But you're going to be getting esoteric knowledge. And the things that you get, even though it might feel strange to you and dark to you, it's useful to you. And other people may not understand this. Clearly, there's people in your family that don't get this. Don't share it with them. You don't need to tell them everything. This is for your benefit. You keep that safe inside. That's protective. Whatever it is, look at the symbols all over her bodice. She's not fazed by the destruction behind. This little one, she's holding, I saw this last night in my dream. Looks like she's got a fish that she's holding on to here. This little dragon she's keeping safe. I also see a woodpecker. Do you? I see a pileated red woodpecker. And just because I saw that, I'm going to give the woodpecker totem. But the woodpecker says that there's a new rhythm pecking out in your life. It also means keep digging, because it's just underneath the surface. Keep at it. Whatever this project is, keep going. There's something you're going to get. That's what a woodpecker does. It pecks, and it brings to the surface the sap that it needs. And if it can't find anything, it goes away, and it comes back, and the sap is poured down, and it catches the bugs, and then it gets the bugs. So that is, you keep doing what you need to do. Stay on your path, do your work, allow Spirit to bring to you what you need. But there's something there just under the surface. Keep going. Don't give up on your dream. I want you to know that you're awakening to who you truly are. Spirit wants you to know you're blossoming. You are the phoenix rising. See? Phoenix is rising. Phoenix has risen. That's just like the one I have sitting on my desk. Isn't that interesting? A single base and the shell. So it's connecting all the elements here. Animal life, plant life, the ocean life. There's new growth. Look. You are awakening. Whatever that is that you've had to go through. This is you coming back to who you truly are. You know, we often have felt that we've had, my twin said to me, I've had my awakening. And at the time I thought I had had my awakening too. But we were awakening. And then we have difficulties that come up. And sometimes we slip back down. And we're constantly reawakening to something new every single day. We aren't going to be finished awakening until we're back in spirit. So right now, that's what's going on. When you're awakening to your true self, it's like whatever has been weighing you down has been lifted. The old part of yourself is falling away, and you're beginning to see where you can go and what you can accomplish. You've just gone through a period where you have given up who you are to please another. You, or more than one, an organization, a family, a person. You buried what you truly wanted. You ignored the people that you loved, your friends. You tried to fit into someone else's lifestyle. It wasn't yours. And now your old self is coming back, and you're back. And you're recovering who you were. Your old self, your life, your personality. But it's not really your old self. It's a new, improved version of yourself. And you're rediscovering what it is that you truly want. And coming back to who you want to be, who your soul wants. And you're remembering who's important to you and what's important to you. So Spirit says, hold on and allow this change to come. Trust in you. Trust that the parts of your life and personality that are going away, they're false. That's not you. That wasn't really who you were. That's who you were. That was the mask that you were putting on to please family, friends, somebody. It certainly wasn't me, because I love the authentic you. And you're beginning to remember what it feels like to be your own self. And you're building a solid foundation, and you're coming from a place of truth. And everything is working out perfectly. Everything is working out just the way this is magic. The blue vase, that's speaking your truth, and that's Archangel Michael supporting you. You have risen. And you're putting that phoenix feather in a vase to remind yourself of where you were and who you've become and what you have learned. New growth. You're connecting to the ocean, you're connecting to the animal messengers, you're connecting to nature, you're connecting to spirit. You have reconnected to yourself. This awakening is fantastic. So, I'm proud of you. And a positive affirmation is, I now give myself full permission to be truly who I am and to be true to myself, for myself. My twin wants me to know, and I don't know who this is for you guys, but this is how we do it. This is how we do it. I'm missing a card. No, I'm not. Okay. I thought I was missing a card. It scared me for a second. And I do know that my twin wants me to know two things in there, because 2 cards dropped out of 1. Okay. So for you guys, moving forward fearlessly, right on. We got this in our reading yesterday, so here's confirmation. Now, when we get confirmation like this, I'm going to have to go, you guys. I'm going to have to go and get my battery charger, because I know this isn't going to last. So when we get confirmation, just yesterday, and we get it again, that's double emphasis. And if we get something 3 times, pay close attention. So we did just get emphasis on moving forward fearlessly. This is a time of transformation. Let's take a look at everything here. Stepping forward, one step at a time. Being supported by spirit, connecting to the playfulness in life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little fairies, big changes. There's a significant change occurring in your life, and it's always for the better. It's a good idea to call upon spirit for help with those changes. So this is what my twin wants me to do. Wants me to move forward fearlessly. Heck yeah, I do anyway. And look, the little robin is about self-worth. Remember who you are. Remember you're worthy of this. Feel good about yourself and your choices. It also represents new beginnings and a full transformation, because that butterfly is full. It also, I can look at that as a butterfly, but I can also look at that as a moth. And a moth is drawn to the light, right? And look at her dress is in the light. Stay in the light, just like Spirit says. Stay in the light. Walk forward cautiously across your emotional waters, one step at a time. And that might be a message in itself. It's just going to be one step at a time. Don't expect things, big changes, right? Don't expect more from yourself than you can give, or that you can handle. Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out why this isn't song right now. I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. All I need is you. I like cheap thrills. That's the song that's playing in the background. Okay, here. Let's plug us in. All right, please tell me this is charged. Yes. Okay. So, moving forward fearlessly. Let me move this stuff on the ground. I like where we're moving forward fearlessly. That's beautiful. Into nature with the, look at that. And right as soon as I said that, nature just whipped up, all the wind. Ooh, I love nature. Okay, so for forward fearlessly, whatever feelings that you've been getting, whatever you getting in your dreams, whatever that wishful thinking is, it isn't just wishful thinking, it's happening. The forest is happening. Nature is happening. This is showing the beginning of things. New projects, new situations. We're not to ignore these. These are gifts. This is coming from Spirit. And anything that's repetitive, like I said, the fact that we've gotten this card twice this week, repetitive, that means something. Pay attention to that. Spirit wants you to take at least one step. At least one step. I have to keep moving this and hold this damn thing in the direction of where you want to go. What do you need to do to take one step forward? And don't be afraid that you're going to slip on that moss. Take another step. If there's anything that does not go in line with your true soul's path, because she's coming forward in the light, she's staying on her path in truth. So if something asks you to compromise your integrity or your morality, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. That's very, very clear. Every step, even if it's just a little one, gets you closer to your goals. Now she could go, see, I would want to jump, right, from here to here. But she's cautious. She's being cautious. She's not jumping. She's being cautious. She's thinking. It might look like it's safe to cross there, but it might be slippery. So cautiously pick your way forward. And every little step forward brings you closer to where you're meant to go. So today, take one step today, and soon your dreams are going to be coming into a reality. So I move forward fearlessly. I trust that every step that I take is being divinely guided, because it is. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little spirit creatures guiding me forward. Changes, the significant change, always for the better. I can trust this. This is a new beginning. This is good. This is guided. There's a lot of growth. There's a love. There's healing. Oh my gosh, I just noticed the bunny. Creativity, fertility. Do you see the bunny right there? You know what? And you may take a little leap forward, but there might be a giant leap coming forward afterwards. It also shows you that you've got a hidden protector. You've got a friend that's right there, and you don't even realize I'm here. I'm right here. Oh, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, it's late, it's late. I'm late for a very important date. Remember? Alice in Wonderland? I like that. Okay. That's the first message that he wants me to know, and I don't know who it is for you. Ouch. Wow. Ooh, peer pressure. That one we get, don't we? That can be a bitch. And here this one is holding a glass. Was I peer pressured into drinking? I have been. I talked to you guys about this. I talked to you about this. I knew I wasn't supposed to drink, and I did. And I said no. I said no over and over and over. Well, you're no fun anymore. Ever since you've done this spiritual path, you're no fun. I was with somebody. I was hanging out with somebody who wasn't a spiritual person. And because of the peer pressure, I caved, and I drank. And then he was too drunk to drive, and I ended up getting a DUI. Right? It was embarrassing. Cost me a lot of money. It was mortifying, actually. My daughter had to pick me up from jail. That's not cool. So, consuming family. This could be a family that is sucking your life's blood out. It's my family that caused me to do this. I'm sorry. The pressure. It was them or you. It was my family. It was my best friend. My family's all consuming. They want all of my attention. They demand all of my attention. They make me feel guilty. Look it, I feel guilty. They're telling me I can't do this. I can't. There's religious differences. This is the church frowning down upon me. These are rituals. I'm being made to do something that I don't want to do. I did something I didn't want to do. I feel like I'm being strangled. Because I was so loyal to my brother, I ignored my friend. I'm not allowed to move beyond my family's rules, my family's belief system. I'm not allowed to be independent. I've had an overbearing father or mother, a narcissistic mother. I watched this in my dreams. A narcissistic mother who wanted to be worshipped. Worshipped. All of my energy was to go to my mother. And a lot of times people that are well, that's what it is. It's the narcissist and the empath. It's like the perfect setup. They groom you since you were born. They feed off of you. They keep you down. They keep you controlled. They don't want you to think that you can succeed. Because if you do, you'll leave them. And they need you. They're charming and they give to you and they're wonderful when you do what they want, but when they don't, they're evil and they're nasty and they're wicked and they make you feel bad about yourself and you're insecure. Or maybe this is what happened with my mother from my father, and I had to take care of her, and I felt it was my responsibility. Or maybe this isn't even. Maybe my mom and dad have nothing to do with this. This is my brother or my sister. My brother's a narcissist. I didn't realize. I'm the empath. He's done this to me my whole life. I do all of his bidding. I work for him. He's the entitled one. What about me? What about me? The professional sick one. You know, the big dog who wants to ride for free on my ass, on my back constantly. But I didn't see it for so long. I feel like a slave. They've been living off of me. I work for them. Now, it's time to move beyond that. Beyond their demands and beyond their needs. And to have freedom for myself. You're more powerful than your family is. That's why they want to make you feel like you're not. You need to reassert your individuality in a healthy way. You need to seek your own freedom. You need to separate. Wow, those 3 ducks. The one that separated. They went apart. And they went a completely different route. But in the end, they came back together. Once you show them that you're not going to be controlled, you're going to live your own life, you won't. That's been your fear. If you do this, we'll cut you out. If you do this, you won't be a part of our lives. Well, you know what? For a time, you're going to go away. But in time, it works back out. It comes back around. It comes full circle. Or maybe right now, it's not in your highest good. Spirit was showing that. They showed it again and again. That one that split off from the 3, right? There's 3 people that are left behind. But in the end, it comes full circle and it's complete. So right now, it's about separation. Taking care of your own emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical health. This is about no longer having demands made on you for them. Now, maybe you have felt safe and taken care of, and they weren't wicked to you, but they're very, very, they have their own ideas, their own belief systems, their own rituals, and it doesn't agree with your system. You don't believe that way. And for a time, I know my mom loves me. I know my dad loves me. I knew my mom loved me too. She controlled me. She chased my ex-husband away. Chased him away. I had no idea what she was doing. I didn't find out for years. And when I asked her if she did it, she just said, I'm not the same person I was. And that was the truth. She wasn't the same person, but she did do it. And all that time she knew what had happened, and I was heartbroken, and I didn't know why, what was going on. And I lost the person that I loved. My son lost his father. Never grew up with them because my mother controlled it. And then years later, she wanted to try and make this work out, but it was too late. I didn't have those feet. It was too late because he had a choice too. And now again, in a form of control, was trying to make that happen again. It's like, you know what, stay out. Allow your children to make their own choices. They're adults. If you didn't get to make a choice because your father was doing this is just the way it's been done. Well, learn from that example. Don't allow anybody to make your choices for you. This is time to shake up the situation. You are beyond what your family decides that you are and can be. You're more than who they say they are. You're more than they allow you to be, or that you've even allowed yourself to be. And if you don't take this freedom up, you will become so enmeshed in this, and the strong beliefs about who you are and what you should do and how you should do things. The price that you pay is your life. It's your soul. They will literally consume you because that's what a narcissist does. You have to remember that you are your own person. You create your own choices, your own life. They're like a Venus flytrap. They feed on you. They look like a flower, but they will eat you, and they will suck the life's blood out of you until you are nothing. You feel nothing. You go nowhere. You do nothing. You feel you can't. You can't do this. You can't do it without us. You need us. No, you don't. You're the phoenix. You don't need them. You don't. Wow, again. This was in today's reading. I told you guys, as far as confirmation, someone from your life, from your past, is returning to your life. And there is love there. See, I didn't see that today when I did the reading. I spoke about that today, but now I see it. There is love there. There is also something else I'm seeing. This person looks dead. This one died. I love this one, and she died. And that may have affected the way I have been dealing with things in my life. Afraid to open up to something like that again. And maybe you went away. Or maybe you thought this one was dead. You thought the love for them was dead, or their love for you was dead. That's what I'm getting. But it's coming back to life. It's the phoenix rising yet again. Whoever you think about first, that's who they are. And this is about healing the past and closing an aspect to the past. Remember when I did the reading the other day, the one door opened? No, I shut two doors. I shut one really hard, and then I shut that one, but the wind was pushed open. Spirit pushed it open again. Spirit is pushing this door open again. You may not have realized that that one has been there loving you this whole time. You're going to understand more about who you are and about relationships because of what's gone on here. Both take responsibility for what they have done, the parts that they have played, and they're going to let go of unforgiveness and blame, because this is about taking care of unfinished business, making peace. Now, within this family, could it have been also, there will be a reconciliation between you and a family member, someone that you loved, someone that did this to you. You've been gone. It could be. Could be a friend. But Spirit says be open to this reunion. There's blessings. There's healing and blessings. And it's going to help you as far as growing. Two of this one. Wash away your burden, so let it go. Let the tears fall. Let go of whatever it is that you've been carrying. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Remember, Spirit said that there was going to be someone that was going to come, that was going to be strong, that was going to be able to hold you and carry you for a time, so you don't have to do all the work yourself because you're tired. And that's what's going here. You're relaxing here. You're resting. You're lying back in your emotional waters. And there's growth. And these flowers come through the mud to reach the light. And there's healing, new beginnings, transformation with the two little frogs. You're going to kiss one of those frogs and he's going to turn into a prince. I like. There's truth being spoken. There's growth and there's love and there's healing with all of these colors. So whatever you feel you've done wrong, allow it to be washed away. It's like dragon scales dropping from your eyes. Those are tears. Allow them to be washed away. Anything that you feel bad about, any shame, any remorse, any guilt, anything that you've done to judge yourself or blamed yourself for, these are things that you can't undo, so we have to let them go. We have to float in our emotional waters and just allow that feeling of weightlessness. Have you ever been in a, actually this would be a really good thing to do. I did this the other night. I went into the jacuzzi yesterday. I just chose not to work. Spirit said not to work. I'm not working today either, except for my readings. And I did an acacia lavender sea salt bath and drew all of this toxic thought, feeling. I was exhausted and I just let it pull from me and heal me. But have you ever been into a float tank where your entire body is held up by the saline solution? It's where it's like a light and sound deprivation chamber filled with saline water so that your entire body is supported. It's like floating in the universe. Something like that is taking place here. Complete weightlessness. All stress and pressure off of you. And this is what they want you to do. Wash this away. Anything that you can't undo, anything that's holding on to your past, because we ask for any cords or any binding attachments or anything that's holding us back to be removed and then sealed and healed in the salt water. Have you ever been at the beach? I used to do this all the time. I mean, I grew up going to the beach, right? If you ever had a sore, go to the ocean because salt water heals it. It's healing. So that's what's going on. Your tears are healing. See the tears? They're green even. Tell the truth and allow the tears to fall. And allow a healing and a transformation and a cleansing. Frogs represent purification and transformation. Lay down in those emotional waters and allow this peacefulness and this cleansing to come over you so that you can move forward. Cleansed of all whatever it is that's been holding you down or holding you back. Yes. The acorn man. Pan. Of the forest. See yourself there. Imagine yourself there. God, I was just talking about this today in today's reading. I'm telling you, you guys are going to get these back to back. Visualize yourself where you want to be. See yourself there. That's where I want to be. So imagine yourself. See yourself immersed in nature. Surrounded in nature. At one with nature. At one with the animals. At one with the nature spirits. This is a time to reconnect. Let go of judgment. Let go of religion, of other people's thoughts and feelings and perceptions of who you are. The judgment and dogma, religious dogma is what I keep seeing. See yourself in nature, pure. Reach to the natural part of who you are. Who is the natural you? Who am I naturally? Outside of religion, outside of family, outside of corporate world. Who am I at my natural core? What is it that makes me tick? What is it that I love? I see a giant crystal here. Quartz crystal or moonstone connecting to your intuition. I know that it's a pathway through the forest, but I always see a crystal there. I'm looking at the mushrooms. Mushrooms grow, and they can be two things. Too much emotion, or they can be grown as a healing. Be careful not to take the magic mushrooms and go on too wild of a trip. Stop and smell the roses, the beauty that's unfurling, blossoming. Go to where there's ferns. God, I love the ferns. Look at the ivy growing. Everything's growing and it's lush. And you feel at one there. This is where you can connect. Look at how your psychic antennae grow when you're there. Blue eyes. I'm looking at the Amazonite. That was in our reading yesterday. That was one of the special crystals. That's an Amazonite crystal on his arm. Look at the crystals. He knows how to work with crystals. He knows that they will heal. This one will be healed in nature, and not by drugs, natural means, and by crystals, and by the earth, and away from his triggers. That's what happens. That's what you need to go there. This has been a time of great personal growth. Powerful. Everything that you've been through. Just like this Nautilus shell. It slowly grows and it expands. Those are like stretch marks. And everyone gets them. Kids get them. Moms get them. We get them as a mom. Now check it out. As your stomach grows, you get a stretch mark as your belly grows, right? And as children, we get them on our legs. We get them at men when they grow muscles. If you grow anything quickly, you get stretch marks. It's showing great growth. And from that, there's wisdom that you have accrued, knowledge. Whatever you've been through, however difficult it has been, no matter what it's felt like to you, there has been a period of great growth. I want to see something. Yes. Okay, just want to make sure we all got all the same amount of messages. But this has been a time of, no matter if you feel that it's been unjust or unfair, or you're sad for what you lost or what you had to go through, no matter what, everything happens for a reason. And it has been a time of powerful growth. And so you may be in this place. This one is not happy right now. This one is afraid. This one is nervous, right? And Spirit's telling you, if you're in the midst of this where it's stretching you to your limit, it's stretching you. You feel like you're going to burst. I can't take much more of this. This is pushing me beyond what I can endure. No, Spirit will never give you more than you can handle. It is pushing you. And you are maybe a very loving, gentle. If you're my twin, you're a very loving, gentle, kind person facing a challenge. And the universe wants you to step up and take the lead. You're concerned about doing this, but it's okay. You're worried that people are going to think that I'm being a jerk. People are going to, they're not used to me being this way. But you've learned enough, and there's enough within you that you're going to know how to do this. You're not going to handle this inappropriately. You're not going to come across arrogant. You're not going to come across bossy. You're not going to be like the ones that mistreated. You recognize this is sacred. And you're going to continue to grow, because this is not just a time of physical, emotional growth. This is a great time of spiritual transformation. There's a lot of that going on with the butterflies and everything that we're being shown. This is a spiritual transformation. And if people don't agree with what you choose to do, you're going to stick with it. You're not going to abuse your own personal power. But it is your will. You do get to do what you choose to do. And you're going to have someone come forward in your life that's going to share with you their knowledge, their gifts. A mentor, a friend, a teacher, a lover. It's going to share. And together, it's like what is that in, I can never think of the Bible scripture, but two swords of steel rubbing against another and making them both sharp. That's what happens, right? Pearls of wisdom, and everybody has a different experiences, and everybody has knowledge to share. And when you come together, that friendship will deepen. Maybe for other people, you're going to meet a teacher, you're going to meet a friend, you're going to have a mentor, you're going to find a coach, a life coach. They see your potential. They see what you have. They know what's within you. Even if you doubt it yourself, they recognize, they can see it all over you. They can feel it emanating from you. Others see sometimes what we are not able to see. And maybe we're not able to see it because others have told us that we aren't able to do this. Now, you may be asked to rapidly grow or take responsibility, and it's going to make you nervous. But you're going to be able to do it. You're going to be able to do it. So right now, the key words are responsibility, dignity, truth, and wisdom. Spirit wants you to take yourself seriously, even if others have never taken you seriously, because they do. They know what you have within you. I'm going to let you guys look outside for a second because I need to get a drink of my chia water. My mouth is parched. Oh, man. So that was what they want you to know, or what you want them to know. I don't know. I'm not even going to do it, you know. You know, you guys. Not going to do it. Whatever it was in the beginning, you know. All right, so that's the first two. Putting it over there. Sun's coming out. And here's the second two. I want to make sure that this is still charging. And it's not. Good Lord. Okay. Move this over here. This is exhausting. This is a lot of work. No wonder Spirit wants me to take a holiday. My God. This is really a lot of work. I wonder if you guys realize how much energy this takes out of me. I didn't for the longest time understand that how much energy it does take out, but it does. Okay. In my case, this is what Spirit wants us to know. It's safe for you to love, and I can't get over it. This is the third time. Third or fourth time this week. Third time, fourth time, whatever. This is ridiculous. You see something 3 times, you pay attention. It is huge. So this is major. It is safe for you to love. Please don't be afraid to love. Please listen to Spirit when they tell you. Open your heart and receive what's due to you, what you deserve, what your soul's been longing for. Don't hold back. Don't be afraid to express yourself. That house is burning. It's burning up with passion. You don't have to be afraid. No matter what's happened before, please trust in this. Spirit is asking for you to trust in this. You don't have to do this alone. They're there to carry you. The horse coming forward, Spirit, the color of purity and strength and truth, is assistance, meaning you don't have to do it all on your own. It is safe. I can't get over the ones, and there's a lot of different messages in this deck, and for us to keep getting the same couple is something else. But it's very clear that you're protecting, both of you. Whoever you are, male and female, you're both protecting yourselves. You're both afraid of getting hurt. It's not just one. You both are. You need to recognize that. You both are afraid to express your feelings because you're worried about what the other's going to think, or you're worried that it's not really there, or you're maybe worried that this one's going to take off, and she may be worried that he is too. I've always been left. No one's ever stayed. No one's ever been true. I'm scared to do this. Spirit's telling you and emphasizing it 3 times over. No matter what the painful experiences of the past are, please take that shield away from your heart. Follow what your soul is saying. Follow your feelings, and I don't mean feelings of fear because your monkey mind is telling you that. Allow yourself to feel loved. And trust what you get in respect to people that come forward. Whatever comes forward, whatever the feelings, no matter what it looks like on the outside, no matter what other people say, what do you feel in the presence of this one? What is the energy that comes to you? Deep inside, feel. Don't think about the words. What is it that you feel? Maybe it's not the words that are important between you. It's the way you feel towards one another. Are they trustworthy? Are they kind? Are they loving? Song right now. We'll never be royal. That kind of love's not for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee. Nope. That is not what you want. You don't want someone that wants to be your ruler, that wants to be the Queen Bee. You want a partner. You want an equal partner. You don't want an arrogant, narcissistic, abusive asshole. The only reason he's showing up is because you've been ignoring him. The only reason she's even there is because she just wants attention, and then she's going to go off and she gives the attention to everyone equally. You're not special. You know the truth of what you're feeling. Trust it. Ask Spirit to bring caring individuals into your life, ones that you can trust, romantic partners that you can trust, so you don't have to continue with negative cycles. And Spirit will do that if you listen to their guidance, if you listen to what they're telling you. And right now they're telling you it's safe for you to open your heart. But this song, there is another aspect of this song. We crave a different kind of buzz. We're not interested in gold and diamonds and pearls. We're not interested in fame. We're not interested in... That is not that we don't want success in our life, not that we don't want beautiful things, but that is not our focus. Our focus is love. Our focus is our spiritual path. That is the partner that you want. Rise above the problem. Whatever the problems are, you are capable of rising above the problems. This is what Spirit's advice is. Rise above and look at it from a different perspective. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Somebody like me. Those are the key words that I'm hearing right now. Somebody like me. Because I've always in my life been told about, oh, well, somebody like you. Oh, yeah, well, you know, we're somebody like you. What does that mean? If it's somebody like you, it means that you're different, right? Sorry. My lips are literally cracking dry. Yeah, well, you know, it's different for somebody like you. Well, guess what? Spirit knows that there was somebody that was made just for somebody like you, right? So rise above what others are saying. Rise above what you've heard or what you've believed. Whatever it is that's in front of you that seems insurmountable, whatever situation, look at it from a higher perspective. Look at it from a spiritual perspective. Recognize that everybody in this world has come down to play a role in your life. We're all just playing parts. We're all just chess figures on a chess game. That's what it is. Yes, that's your mom. Yes, that's your dad. Yes, that's your brother. That's your boss. But in all reality, you're a very strong spiritual creature. You chose to come and experience the duality of this life. Bring it to a higher perspective. Take yourself up to spirit. Remember who you are, where you came from. No one has control over your life. You chose to live this life. You are not limited. You are not strange, weird. You are perfect as you are. Rise above and remember who you are. Look at this. This looks like a parachute. This one's taken a leap of faith, and they're completely wrapped in their spiritual truth, the highest spiritual colors. Maybe you're overanalyzing. You're trying to figure out the solution to this problem. You've created, because of your fear and the tenseness in your shoulders and neck and back, you've created a negative obsession. You're worrying constantly. You're mulling everything over. Where is it? Oh, I put it down. I was going to get that dragon that was... Where did I put it? Oh, you know, the dragon that was sitting up on that mountain holding on to what was dead. It was dead. It's over. It's done. Let it go. I'm obsessing. I'm just squeezing the life out of something. You may be squeezing the life out of your dreams by overanalyzing and obsessing and expecting the worst. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Whether the situation is just a little one or if it's huge in your mind, you're allowing the hopelessness to creep in because you're endlessly looking for situations, solutions to things that you don't see coming. But this is what you're supposed to do. Surrender it. Don't figure it out. Let it go right now. I don't know the solution to this. And as soon as you can slow your roll, calm down, and allow spirit to descend upon you, then you become at a place of peace and you can find your center. Give your problem to spirit. Let it go. You know what? I can't figure this out. There's a wish right there. Can you see it going by? Make a wish right now. I want you to take this. That's my wish. And my wish is for you to handle this and push this forward and figure this out because I can't see the way. I can't figure it out. And I'm driving myself insane trying to figure it out. So I'm just going to give it to you. And I expect something amazing to happen because I know that you can make miracles happen. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to surrender to spirit and allow them to handle it. And you're going to let go. Completely. I ain't no hollaback girl. You're going to let go. I ain't no hollaback girl. I'm not going to answer. I'm going to let it go, whatever this issue is. I don't have to answer you. I don't have to respond. I don't have to go to every war. Somebody wants a war and they invite me. I don't have to attend. I don't have to attend every argument that I've been invited to. I am letting it go. I am surrendering this whole thing. I'm going to let it float. I'm going to feel faith and I'm going to feel hopeful. And I'm going to know that those positive emotions, those are the ones that bring about a resolution. My heart, my mind, my life, and everyone in it are perfectly at peace right now. And that's how I choose to see it. And if I hold that positive thought, I can affect change even just in myself. And that's all that matters right now. I'm rising above these problems. I'm not going to worry about that right now because Spirit said it's safe for me to love. Spirit says we're going to be able to work this out. Spirit says this, and this, and I trust Spirit. I'm not going to trust you. I know who loves me. I know who's always been here for me, who always will be here for me. My soul family that comes from Spirit because that's where I came from before I came down to play this human role. So I'm not going to worry about that at all. You know what? I'm putting it away. That's the end of that one. I'm not even thinking about it. Done. Whoa. Holy granola, there's been jealousy. That's why things have happened the way they have. Because someone was jealous. And I was punished. Wow. Because of someone else's jealousy and envy from what I had. Or maybe it's because of someone loved me, wanted me. Or maybe I was given a position and they weren't, and they were jealous of me. They wanted what I had. Or they're making me feel bad. They're making me, because the Spirit's showing you, you're wanting something and they're jealous about it. They don't want you to have this. They don't want you to do this. They don't want you to be this, because they've never been able to strike out on their own. They've never been able to make their own choices. They haven't worked. They haven't done the work, so they don't have the gifts developed that you do. Because they were the big dog riding for free, expecting everybody to give them a handout all the time. You were the money horse, right? You were the one with the ideas. They were jealous of that. They don't like that. And because you had that ability, because you put the work in and the effort in, you were given opportunities that they weren't, and they were jealous. And now they're making you feel guilty. Right now, there's a threat around you. Spirit wants you, at this time, protect yourself. Don't be paranoid. You have the ability to protect what you love and stay connected to your gentleness. You don't have to resort to their... What was the song that was just playing? I ain't no hollerback girl. They can be jealous. They can be vindictive. They can gossip. They can do whatever they want. I ain't no hollerback girl. I know who I am. I don't need to resort to that level. And I don't have to feel bad about what they say about me. And I don't have to feel guilty. Someone's going to make me feel bad because I've been given an opportunity. I don't have to feel bad because somebody wants my love, or somebody wants to be with me, somebody wants to offer me this. Wow, you know, I was given this opportunity. You know what? You were given that opportunity because you deserve it. They're jealous. Jealousy is a sin in itself. Don't allow yourself to feel guilty. You can be strong. You can protect what is yours, and you can be gentle. And you know what? This is one of the things I spoke today about. It's on today's reading. There's another reader. She does tarot. Her name is Veronica Ray. She's awesome. And she spoke last night in a video, and I shared it, and I want everybody to listen to it because it's amazing. Because I've talked about it a lot, but she talked about everything all in this one video, and I loved it. And it was about narcissist and the empath, and it was about post-traumatic stress, and it was about jealousy, and it was about stalkers, and it was about those who try and keep you down. Because if you find out how powerful you are, you'll realize you don't need them, and you can move on without them. So they envy what you have. They make you feel bad. There's so much that she had to say. There's so much that I want you to look at. You're recognizing this gossip. They speak against you. But you know what? What you can do? I've done this. Somebody who, and they do it from a place because they're coming from a place of insecurity. Say you're in a group of people, and they say something, they embarrass you in front of other people. I've seen this happen so many times, it's brutal. In front of family, in front of friends, and in front of their friends, they'll call you out. They'll say something, you know, and you go, your first reaction, and this is how they work you, is to be embarrassed. Your first reaction is to shut down, get quiet, right? They embarrass me, or slink off. But don't do that. Stand up to them. When they start to try and control you, say, don't control me. Don't do that. Don't correct me. I'm sorry, don't correct me. I'm not your child. Don't correct me. And at first you're going to feel awkward, and they're going to be like, ugh. And you might feel like you're in the spotlight, but you are going to be in the spotlight. But the thing is, with a narcissist, with these abusive people, all they care about is how they look. And when you stand up to them, you reclaim your power, and they look like idiots. Do it in a public place. Do it in a restaurant. Do it at a family function. And when you do it and you make it loud, and you go ahead and make a stink. Don't correct me. Please don't do that. Don't Don't talk down to me. Don't do that. And be an asshole if you need to. You can still be gentle and stand up for yourself. But sometimes you got to sit there and say, you know what? Enough is enough. And I'm done. I'm not going to be punished because you're insecure, because you're jealous, because you're pathetic. This is your issue, not mine. Maybe people are talking about the way you dress. They're talking about the way you behave. They're talking about the way you, I don't know. They find it inappropriate, or you shouldn't be doing it. They think that you're a heathen. All my friends are heathens. Take it slow, you know? Don't move too fast. You don't know half of the abuse. I am abused for this. Don't tell anybody. Fuck that. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to hide who I am. This is who I am. And you need to be proud of who you are. And when you stand up to them and you say, you know what? This is who I am. And if they laugh in your face, fine. You're done. See ya. I'm done with this crowd. You've just made it very clear to me where I don't want to be. And I don't need to be because I don't want to belong to this crowd. I like who I am. And I'm going to present myself who I am. And if you don't like who I am, clearly we're not vibrating on the same vibrational frequency, and you're not in my highest good. So you're my trigger, and you're what's making me feel bad about myself. So I'm going to remove myself or you from my presence. So that's what Spirit wants. This is about changing course. This is about changing the direction of where things are going. This is about not accepting what people say about you. This is about not allowing yourself to be judged. What they're saying is not true. You don't need to live up to their standards because their standards are subpar. They're below your level. You don't resort to their level, and you don't have to resort by name calling. You just say, don't judge me. Don't restrict me. Song. Skeptics, they mess with my mind. I'm seeing all the angles, I start to compromise. My life and my purpose, is it all worth it? Am I going to turn out all right? You're going to turn out fine. Because I'm going to keep my head up. I'm going to keep my head up. Perfect. Spirit does not bring these accidentally. You got to keep your head up. Let your hair down. Be who you are. Keep your head up. I know it's hard to remember. It's hard to remember sometimes. But you can let your hair down. You can be who you are. After the rain, rainbows come again. It's a circle, circling. Only rainbows after rain. The sun will always come again. And look at what I said. Here it is. Clouds are parting and the blue sky is there and the sun is coming out again, and you don't ever need to be in that company again. You can put it to rest. You can allow it to die. That one, when the great wave came and he went and he sat on the mountain, what he was holding in his hand, he took a look at it and he realized this is nothing. This is dead. This is just nothingness to me anymore. I have emerged the phoenix. I have grown. I know who I am, and I am never again going to hang my head in shame and try and fit in to people who don't understand, because they can't understand. They're sleepwalkers. They aren't awake. I can't even be angry. All I can feel is sorry for them, but I certainly am not going to keep myself in their presence. Hell no. I'm beyond that. I'm beyond the archetype. And there has been cruelty in your life. There has been bullying. And this is about taking steps. You've been accused of doing harmful things. You've been called the devil. You've been called a heathen. And you've allowed yourself to go into grief. But you're rising above this, and you're going to be true to yourself, and you're going to be strong. And people who speak about others in a negative way, they show who they are. Something must have gone wrong in my brain. Just like nicotine rushing me. Okay. It's you, babe. It's you, babe. I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe. And I could run, I could try to run, but it would be useless. Something must have gone wrong in my brain. Yeah, negative self-talk, belief of what other people would say about who you are and what you've done, and you're done with that. You're done with that. You're done with that. They were just jealous. Jealousy. That's for children. See the signs. Pay attention to the signs. Here's the green man of the forest. Connected to spirit. Look at all the light of truth around this one. This one is wearing the crown of the king, cloaked in purity and truth and innocence. Innocence is what I see. I see innocence. Be watchful. Pay attention to synchronicities and coincidences. The fact that the songs that came on when they came on, pay attention to those. Pay attention to the ducks talking about comfort and the fact that one separated from the three. Pay attention to the fact that we've gotten the same repetitive messages. Have the courage of a lion, the stealth of the wolf, the loyalty of the wolf, fierceness of the lion, the truth, the noble, peace, harmony. Look at all of these. They all coexist together. Transformation, the dragon within you, harvest time. I connect to my highest self. I connect to spirit. I connect to the ancient ones. I know my self-worth. I wear a crown. My third eye is open. I recognize all the signs and symbols around me. I know that they're speaking to me, the words and the numbers on the license plates, and the animal messengers that come and appear on my path, and the people who come in and out of my life at strange times and say things that are at just the right moment. And that epiphany that just flashes when all of a sudden it just fits. Everything was meant to come to me. Everything. Spirit brought to me at the exact time that was meant to be here. I pay attention to all of this. And I know that when I'm in nature, that's when I feel my strongest and my healthiest. I connect. I'm looking at all the animal messenger. And as I said, Archangel Metatron, the symbols, the sacred symbols. The wisdom from the time, from the ages, from way back, from past lifetimes. Because I don't belong to just that birth family. I have a soul family, a spiritual family, and it's the greatest family of all. That's what I want to be connected to. And I am cloaked, and I am protected, and I am safe. I am flanked on both sides by protection and peace and forgiveness and truth and harmony and love and gentleness. It's all within me. I have a quiet strength within me. I'm not made fun of here. I am celebrated here. That's how we're supposed to see ourselves. Wow. No. This is the divine hand of God coming forward and telling you, you stay away from that. You stay away from that. Whatever there is, whether it be alcohol, drugs, toxic energy, a relationship coming forward to you, the people that are there. If you had a question that you were asking, the answer is no. Open up your third eye and see properly. See what's looking at you. Call upon the wisdom of the owl. This is about facing addictive behaviors. This could be anything to do with any addictive behavior. So this is, as I said, there's so many different addictions. This could be, pay attention to addictions within family, control, narcissism, gossip, belittling, judgment, drugs, sex addiction, workaholism, overeating. Anything that you do to the extreme in excess is wrong. It's overindulgence. What is it that you need to do? Overthinking, beating yourself up. What is it that's going on here? There's a temptation. Something that's going to come to you. It's going to tempt you. Whatever it is. Somebody that's married asking to come and have an affair with you. Anything that will ask you to compromise your morality and your integrity. Spirit is saying, no, this is a divine hand of God standing up and saying, stay away. The answer is no. Stay away from it. Be careful. If you continue down this path, look where you're going. Don't sugarcoat it. This is a warning. Do not get closer. Stop right now. This is the red flag. Spirit is sending you the loudest warning they possibly can. This is more than a red flag. This is literally the divine hand of God standing up and saying no. Stop and look and listen before you move forward any more closer to whatever this is. Whatever is tempting you. I will not ever be a secret relationship. I'm sorry. I want truth. I want honesty. I want clarity. Now, if it's something that other people don't need to know, that's fine. But there needs to be truth. I need understanding. I will never do anything that's going to compromise my morality and my integrity and all the work that I've put in for my path. I honor myself. So you honor yourself. You have integrity and do not compromise who you are for anything or anyone. It might feel good, that drink, but it's gonna, you know what it's gonna do. You're at a party and someone says, just have one drink. No. Just have, it could be drugs. It could be you. You're angry. Okay, here it is. You're angry. Remember, we do not want to retaliate. We do not want to sink ourselves down to their level. Watch your mouth. Be careful about what you say. If you're in danger in a situation, I got to switch my battery in my, I got to switch my battery. Okay, so if you're in danger, you're in a situation, you've just found something out. Be very, very careful about what you say because your words you can't take back. Now, you may say, yeah, well, they deserved it. But when you're angry, your mouth works really quick, but you can't take it back. And sometimes things are, you don't realize sometimes that was the last straw. That was it. And you can't undo it. Sorry, you guys. Let me just put this in here. I don't know how much battery we have. I just don't want to be cut right in the center of our reading. Come on. Whoa. Is this even on? Yeah, I hope it is. Okay, so whatever this is, you'll know what it is. You'll know because it's tempting. And it may have long-term repercussions, and it's going to take you off your path. You don't need to stand there and argue. You don't need to run and be hysterical about it. You just need to look at it, realize what's taking place, get quiet, be clear, because right now one of your fiercest addictions is seeking you out, and you are on the edge of being caught. This is now an opportunity for you to escape. Who is this, or what is this that's coming forward that pulls you back in to a place where it makes you feel bad about yourself? You know what it is. Don't go there. Don't even entertain it. Disappear. That's what that is. And the last grouping, love that you are different. I love this. I always look at this card and I say to myself, let me get these all out of the way. Look at all the different animals represented here. Dragonfly, rabbit, some kind of lizard or chameleon, right? Now, my daughter, she rescues. She runs a chameleon and a bearded dragons and all those. She rescues them, and she works. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I'll butcher it. She works with these scientists. She's very knowledgeable. Mockingjay just went by. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Stand your ground. So she works with them all. Now, so I think they're beautiful. I think they're amazing. And I've got a little rabbit that lives on the property, and he's adorable. And I love the dragonflies, especially the blue one. Remember that giant blue dragonfly we saw a few weeks ago during our weekly reading? So all of them on their own are really cool, right? But can you imagine having an animal like that has all of that together? So this is you, right? You have the ability. You are a very creative person, rabbit, right? You are able to skim over your emotional waters. You have the ability to connect to spirit in ways that others don't. You are able to astral travel. This is the in your dreams, you have working dreams, prophetic dreams. You're a chameleon. You're able to be in any group of people and blend in. You have all of these different qualities. This is you. This is what you've got. You have growth. You know how to take something that could be a fungus or like to another and turn it into something that's of medicine. So you know how to you have alchemical abilities. You are very different. You're like On Mother's Day, I put our video out. My daughter sent me a gift, and it was a very emotional video. I always record them because she wasn't here when I got it. It was sent to me. And I talked about a book that I read to my kids when they were little, and it's called Are You My Mother? And it was about this little bird who hadn't quite hatched, so you weren't quite ready, and the mother was gone, and she went to get food. And when the little bird hatched, he didn't know where he was, so he went looking for his mother, and everywhere he went to different animals. Are you my mother? No, honey, I'm not your mother. To another animal, are you my mother? No, sweetheart, I'm not your mother. He went up to this tractor that was spewing out. He didn't know what anything was, right? Are you my mother? So this one lost their way. They didn't know where they belonged. They didn't know where their home was. And they looked at all these different weird things, and they didn't know what they were, right? You don't know who you are. And then you think, and then in the end, his mother found him, and yes, this is my baby. But then you think about the ugly duckling, right? Not like anyone else. I don't fit. Everyone else was, you know, if you're a baby, you know, you think you're a duck. I don't look like them. I don't look like the horse. I don't look like the cow. All the cows look the same. All the horses look the same. All the dogs look the same. All the cats look the same. And I don't look like anybody. I'm a freak. I don't look like anybody. And then all of a sudden, you turn into this incredible swan, but you don't know that you're a swan until you see these. Wow, look at these ones. Wow, that's amazing. Because now you're associating, you're around your soul family, right? All of a sudden you see these beautiful creatures, these amazing, gifted, knowledgeable beings, and you're like, wow, I want to be one of you. And then they hold up a mirror to you, and all of a sudden you're standing in front of your mirror, and you're looking at them thinking, I want to be like that. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh, I'm getting chills. I am that. That's me. That's my mirror. I am amazing just like that. I am incredible. I am gifted. I am talented. I am that. And look at how Spirit agreed with us and emphasized that with the, pay attention to that. That is not a mistake when things like that happen. When the bells toll, that's Spirit, that's angels talking. And look how Buddha got spun around. Yes, he did. He got spun around because, you know what? He got spun around. He was off his path. He wasn't around the right people. You've got strengths and weaknesses, and you need to love all of it. You need to love and honor everything about yourself, just like in that movie last night. You don't have to change to be what anyone else expects of you. You don't have to fulfill their role. Those people who don't recognize who you are, the reason that you felt so weird and strange and out of place and uncomfortable was because you weren't supposed to be there. There's nothing wrong with you. Those people are toxic for your environment. When you're out of your environment, you don't do your best. That's not where you're meant to be. You are meant to be loved and cherished and recognized for your worth. Remember the song? Oh, that was in today's reading. Oh, you guys, you're gonna have to read these, listen to these back to back because they're all connected. It's amazing. There's an Avril Lavigne song, you know. Don't come wearing your fancy, you know, fake clothes when you're trying to fit in. You look like an idiot. You know, I don't even know who you are. Be who you are, because I love you for who you are. And right then a wish went by. I wish for you to be yourself around me again, because that's the one I love, right? So you should wish for yourself to be just who you are and nothing different. And maybe something very different, just like this one. My friend Tracy just dyed her hair. She always wanted to. She's got the mermaid hair right now. And other people could look at that and go, okay, that's really childish. And why would you do that? Because she loves it, and because it's fun, and because it's her choice. And if you don't like it, you don't have to do that to your hair. But don't judge it, right? Get a tattoo. Get your hair done that way. Be who you are. You don't have to be who others expect you to be. You're unique, and you're meant to be that way. And that's why you are loved. And that's what makes you different and beautiful. That's what makes you sexy. That's what I love about you. I love that you're different than everybody else. I don't want a cookie cutter. I don't like plastic society. I like you because you're different. I like it. You're a paradox. I expect this and then this happens. I like that. It's exciting. Right now, it's about getting to know each other. It's about revealing your innermost self to another and sharing the complexities, sharing what makes you each unique and different and wonderful and wild. That's the fun part. getting to know each other. And as you do so and you learn more about each other, even as you learn about their sadness and about their challenges, it brings you closer. When somebody trusts you enough to show you who they are and opens themselves up to you, that feels really good. That feels really good. That person trusts you. Trust is a big deal. If somebody expresses to you their feelings, be honored. Because that's hard for people to do. You don't realize. If I share myself with you, I feel very honored because I don't let very many people in. And if I want to give of myself to you and I want to share something, especially your body, if somebody wants to share their body with you, and I'm talking a spiritual person, because there's a lot of people out there that have no idea, and they let everybody share their body. But this body is a temple, and this is sacred. And when you have a state of sexual unity, sexual bliss, somebody wants to share that with you, that's intense. That means a lot. If there are misunderstandings and something pushes your button or you don't understand something, communicate about it, because you know what? You may have assumed something and not understood, or maybe as you reveal you know what's going on inside your head and your heart, because we can't read each other's minds. We can't. We don't know why they said or did this or what they thought that meant. Maybe to you that was insulting, but to them it was something beautiful. You don't know where they came from or what they meant by it or what they were told that, you know, we're supposed to be. I don't know. I remember that one, what was it? Just the other day, one of the men said, what women need to know is we may not know how to express ourselves appropriately, but they need to know how deep our love is. I said this before about sex. You know, my husband, he just wants to have sex with me. You know what? That's how a man shows his love to you. I know he can show his love in another way. He can hug you. He can bring you flowers. But when he is drawn to you, be grateful that your husband wants to have sex with you. He could want to have sex with someone else. If he wants to have sex with you, he's drawn to you. That's how I express myself. That's how I fully give of myself. We have to think about that, because those of us who have come from sexually abusive backgrounds get fucked up in the head over stuff like that. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Why is that so important to you? Because it is. Why do you want that so bad? Because it means something special. Can you explain that to me? As you get to know and reveal each other, your bond deepens. You can begin to trust one another, because now maybe you understand a little bit more of things that you didn't understand before. This intimacy that is between you and just you. Share your dreams. You find out what you have in common, and what I'm thinking right now is, I didn't know that about you. That's really cool. Now I know that he likes that. I'm going to do that. Now I know she loves that. I'm going to do that. Wow, I didn't know that was so special to you. Wow, I don't know what that means right now, but I'm getting a real, I don't know what this means. It's very emotional right now. Somebody didn't know something. Song right now, why don't you pull me closer? Why don't you come on over? Meet me in the middle. Baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? I didn't know how important it was for you. I didn't know what you were going through. I didn't know what it meant. This is showing you that as you speak to one another, as you communicate, you are healing. This is the honest conversation that needs to happen. Don't stuff your feelings. Share them with the one that you love or with your partner. Even if you have to go to a counselor to help you. And call upon Spirit to ask you. Well, call upon Spirit to draw out of you what you need to discuss. What's important? What is it that I need to address? What is it that or call upon Spirit to help you get it out. Oh, I'm uncomfortable with this. Get me to that place. It's hard for me. Call upon Spirit. They will help you. Call upon your partner to help you. You know, be patient with me. I'm trying. I'm really trying. It's hard for me to open up and trust you. And it's not about you. It's me. But I want to. I really, really want to. If you can help me, right? Honest, open dialogue. That's what makes your bond grow. It's time right now. Actually, specifically right now, it is time right now to hold the deepest and most honest discussion to benefit your love life, is what Spirit's telling us. Even inches, the song says. Pull me closer, just inches. Oh, I love this. Peace of mind, purity, truth, coming clean. In the forest, always. Oh, I love that card. Isn't that beautiful? I don't remember this card. See, I've had this deck, but you can have, you know, sometimes you pull the same cards over and over again. Isn't that, I want to live there. I want to live there. That's amazing. That looks like the redwoods. Oh, it's gorgeous. Double emphasis, Spirit just said on this one. Double emphasis. You don't have to earn this. This is where we come from naturally. This is where we were born. We get off of our track and lose our inner peace. So we need to make our inner peace our focus. And this is one of the most important places to go, into nature, to find that. And Spirit wants us to take the steps to get to the place where we can find peace of mind. And we have to be honest with ourselves. That's why it's truth, innocence, clear. What is truth? Be real about what it is that you want. Be honest with yourself. You need to make sure that your peace of mind, that is what you want most. Not other people's opinions, not other people's approval, not the money, not the success, not the fame. You need to be at peace. Where are you at peace? I can't live in a city. I can't live in cement. I need to be in nature. It will kill my soul to be in a place like Las Vegas. Couldn't happen. Couldn't happen. Never, never in a million years. Couldn't happen. Sorry. I need to be in nature. So for you, where is it that you find your peace of mind? Some people can find peace of mind just in their home. They can make a Zen environment in their home. I would love to have a greenhouse so that I could go into nature even if it's freezing outside. And you have to live in a place of peace. Be peaceable with yourself and with others, with animals. What do you do to practice peace? Meditation, yoga, nature walks, retreats, hiking, bubble baths, floating in the ocean, floating in the lake. What do you need to do to find peace? Detox your body, detox your mind, detox your thoughts, detox your friendships. Seriously. Detox your home. Sage your home. Sage it. You guys interested in getting a ceremonial sage wand? Ooh, look at that. A wish right there. Right there. Make a wish, you guys. It's literally right in front of us. Your wish is literally right in front of you. Ooh, your wish is literally right in front of you. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Look, this lake. There's nature right in front of me. Right? Put beautiful little flowers out on your patio and bring the forest to you. Maybe you can't get to the forest. Well, build a little forest in your home or outside of your home. But dang, if you could go to a place like that, look at the ferns. I love the trees and the ferns. Ferns are so important to me because it's natural cleansing. There's no toxins in there. Ferns bring the air quality, the purity to your air. Oh, it's good for your skin. This is about sleeping properly. I slept like a horse last night. It was amazing. It was amazing. Avoid the toxins. Avoid the unhealthy habits, right? That goes for the people, the movies that you watch, your overactive imagination, your over anxious mind. Whatever that addiction is, your fiercest addiction that's tempting you. So where are you right now? I have a friend who is an alcoholic. He is a straight up alcoholic and he knows it. And his family, they're alcoholics, and they say, well, he can drink when he's with us. And they're literally, people don't realize what they're doing. You will state again and again, I don't want alcohol. I don't want drugs. I don't want this. And they'll say, oh, come on, just have one drink. Come on, because they want to include you. Or maybe it's their crutch, and they don't feel as bad if you're doing it too. Don't do it. If you're going somewhere, and they say, well, you can just have one drink. No, you can't. As a spiritual person, you shouldn't have alcohol and drugs in your system anyway. I can't. If I channel, I can't. It messes me up. I don't sleep well. I've got like a hangover. And I mean a pot hangover, anything. My body wants to be clear. Spirit wants us to be clear. So whatever your addiction is, stay away from it. Somebody's about to tempt you with it. Please stay away from it. And I always jump to some crazy thing like, oh my God, what is my greatest temptation? And then my landlord says, you're not sleeping well. Here, have a little bit of this pot brownie. No, I don't do well with that. My body reacts weird. Oh, it's been a long time. Maybe it'll. So then I did it. And then it wrecked my whole entire day. I didn't sleep. I was wavy all night long. My whole day was a fog. I couldn't work. It was a disaster. Because why? Because I caved into peer pressure. I knew I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. It was stupid. So, detox. Avoid what you know isn't good for you. Learn how to say no when you know you're meant to. My mind is now peaceful, and I know that all of my needs are automatically taken care of, and I can rest easily. I'm assured that all is well. That's the kind of thoughts that I'm going to tell myself, because I want to stay in that kind of peace. Ow. Yep, you want to be your natural, real, authentic self. Whatever that may be, and however that looks. And it may not be somebody else's cup of tea, but it doesn't matter, because you want to draw to you people like you. So authentic, real, organic. Okay. Authentic, real. So as a spiritual person, sometimes we want to logically explain something, but with spirit, you can't logically explain a lot of things. Oops. that was a tossle. Because when we're spiritual, we are not just natural like other people. We are supernatural. We're able to see auras, we're able to see angels, we're able to hear things. And we're supposed to celebrate that, because that comes natural to us. That's something amazing. We're magnificent, and Spirit wants us to celebrate this. The fact that we have magic within us. And Spirit wants you to feel free to develop your natural gifts, your intuitive gifts, and develop them. Don't be afraid of your natural gifts. This is you in the organic sense. Don't believe that these powers are dangerous or negative or unworthy or unsafe. We are not given gifts. Just like somebody brings you a gift in a box, and you put it on yourself, and they come over to your house, and they see it sitting on the shelf, and they're like, didn't you open that up? Oh, where's your gift? Oh, it's right there. Okay, but it's in the box. Yeah, it's right there. See, I've got it displayed up on the shelf. Isn't it pretty there? You didn't open it? Well, I've got it displayed so everybody can see that beautiful gift. You don't even know what it is. You haven't even opened it up. You are not given a gift so that you don't use it. You don't put it up on a shelf. You're to develop these gifts. If people think that what you're doing is harmful and wrong and creepy and weird and demonic, like my son thinks that I deal with demons, my son unfortunately believes that, and he can believe that. I know that that's not the truth. I'm very grateful for my gifts. I love my prophetic dreams. I love that I can connect to the animal messengers. I love that I get epiphanies and they all string together and everything plays out in front of me. I love that I can sit here and listen to the songs and hear how they completely coordinate with the messages, because I know that Spirit is connecting to me through music. That's not weird. It's amazing. I develop my gifts. I've worked on them. I pay attention. I tune in. I'm very, very into detail. I know how Spirit runs things together. I pay attention to my animals and what happens with them, because they're showing me what's going on in my outside world. I listen to my clients when they call in, because I'm getting messages that are showing me what's happening in my own life. I listen to these messages for other people, even my clients, and I hear my own messages. I think that's very cool. I'm able to guide my life. I'm able to make choices based on what animal messages come forward. When the osprey says important information is pending, stay on the alert, I know that that's what I need to do. When I see a squirrel, or I keep getting messages about the squirrel, I know it's time to get ready. It's time to get prepared. I know it's time to clear things out. When I see a frog, I know it's about decluttering and purifying my thoughts or worries. When I see the dragonfly, I know, hold on to your dreams. Your dreams are sound and valid. When I see the owl, I know to look past the deception. I know to call on the wisdom of the owl and recognize that there's either an illusion in front of me, I'm either deceiving myself or someone else is trying to. Welcome to my house. I love this. Welcome to my house. Open up the door. We've done this before. Morning comes and you know that you want to stay. We never got to that. Close the blinds. Let's forget the time has changed. Keep the clothes on the floor. Let's open up some champagne. Come on, let's continue tonight. Let's celebrate. Because you know where I live. You know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house. That's what I say to my babe. I recognize that those messages are coming for a reason, and I trust in them, and I believe in them. They are authentic, they are real, they are organic, and they're straight from spirit, and I think that's fucking fantastic. Don't ever push that away. Don't be afraid to develop your gifts, and don't be afraid to pay attention to what you get. I love it. Last message. Release your power, baby. Release that power. Your dress or your suit has become a little bit tarnished because of the people around you, because of the situations around you. It's been toxic, and you've picked up this negative debris, and it has clouded over all these esoteric symbols, all of these connections to your ancient ancestors who you once were connected to, and you knew who you were, but you've allowed that dress to become tarnished. You've been in the wrong place, because you have very powerful energy underneath here. Look at, you have gifts, you have abilities, you are connected to your highest self. You are either going to put these three-headed dragons and stuff them away. Those three, remember those three that you need to pull away from? Stuff them in that jar, put a cork in it, and release your power. This is what they have to say. It's going in there. This is what their opinion means. It's going in there, and you're putting a cork in it. 3 of them. Do you see that? Full circle completion. It's completion. I get it. I understand. I am now going to start shining up my armor, and I'm going to recognize my power, and I'm going to let it shine through. I'm going to connect to my real soul family. I know where my roots are, and they run deep. And my hand's on my hip, and I'm not afraid to stand in my own personal power. And I'm going to vibrate, and I'm going to vibrate negative people right out of my energy. Because you know what? I used to vibrate on the same frequency as the love of my life, and we vibrated out of each other's frequency. Something got in the way, but we're going to clean that up. And we're going to pay attention. We're calling upon the wisdom of the owl. We're connected. And we recognize. We're going to let go of blame and discontent and destructive patterns. And we're going to walk our walk in the light. Strong and healthy. We know what we have. And we're going to celebrate who we are. And we're going to allow all of that to shine. Because we're going to be who we are. We're not going to cover this up. We're not going to cover this up. Maybe where we were or who we were around, we had to cover it up. We had to hide it. We don't want anybody to know. Don't let them know. Yeah, I believe that too, but I don't want anybody to know that because they're going to think I'm a freak. Who are they? Who are they? And why do we care? Oh, your family? I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry that your family's sleeping, but you're not. It doesn't stop me. When you are an example to others, people follow your example, and then someone else follows your example, and someone follows their example, and that's how we help each other. Soul family. You're going to shine. You're going to put a cork in it. All that they said and all that debris, that energetic debris that's made you hide who you were. And you're going to reveal all the magic within you, and you're going to allow all the symbols to come out. And once you do this, don't expect things to remain the same. I'm starting to notice the map on her body. I never noticed that before. And you're going to follow the compass, and you're going to follow your true north. That map, the map of your destiny, the map that your soul had planned out for you, you buried it underneath all of this energetic debris. There could have been jealousy, envy, fear, guilt. Remember all that stuff that took your sacred soul and covered it up. You're like Cinderella, but no more. You're coming from a place of love, yes, but you're also coming from a place of courage and defiance, and you're going to stand there in your own personal power and your wisdom, and you will not be misled. You will see the signs that are meant for you now. There will be no blurring. And when this happens, when you step into your power and you embrace who you are, the people in your life that are not meant to be there, they will vibrate out of your frequency. They will just drop off. It's very easy. You may not have to even do anything. They may just look at you and say, you know what? I'm going to give you something that's harsh, and this is the truth. I stood in my personal power, and I took the role of my life on, and I became who I am out loud. And my son said, you can come back. If you come back to the organization, our arms are out to you. But if you don't, you're dead to me. And for somebody to say that to me, first of all, I'm not ever going to fall off my path for anyone else. Anyone. If my twin soul came back and said, you can't do this. If you want to be a part of my life, you can't talk about what you believe in. You're not my twin soul. And if you are, you have fallen back asleep to the point of death, and don't come knocking at my door. I would never, ever go off my path for anyone, not even my son. And when he said that to me, I said, I will never go back to organized religion. And he said, well, I hope you can live with your choice. And I said, I can live with my choice. I hope you can live with yours. And you know what? It made me strong. For somebody to give me an ultimatum like that, you're dead to me if you don't do what I say. You made your choice. And that just took away what was toxic energy in my life. Whether that was my son's a soulmate, and I love him. I do love him. But there is no way in hell I'm going to be told to stop being who I am and embracing the truth of who I am and why I came here in my path to follow what you think that I should be. I'm your mother. I know who I am. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you loved me, you would respect me enough to allow me my choices. You don't have to agree with me. You don't even have to do it. But you don't tell me that you're going to cut me out of your life if I don't do what you want me to do. Because then you've made a choice. And that's exactly what I'm saying. They will make the choice and it'll be over. Do you know that this is a 2-hour reading? I have never had such a long reading. I just got in my head. I'm wondering if this is because this is going to be one of my last readings for a while. Because I feel like I'm going to be welcoming someone to my place and I feel like I need to be going on vacation for a while. So I'm hoping that I'm right. It is a very long reading. I've never done a 2-hour reading, ever. So thank you guys for being with me. I'm glad we still have battery and I don't know how much is left. If you would like help with a personal reading, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. That is what my website is. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com, SHERRICOLUMBUS. If you would like help with dream analysis, if you would like life coaching sessions, I've been doing life coaching sessions, the 15-minute sessions, 3 times a week. It's a good deal. If you would like to purchase a ceremonial sage wand to sage and clear your energy or for a blessing, if you would like to purchase a pet collar, have you seen my Reiki charged pet jewelry? It's very cool. You got to go to my website, check it out. Just go look at my page. I'm there. So I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Again, there's another wish going by right here. Make a wish. Spend 10 minutes if you can today in the sun, just 10 minutes. And allow it to burn away any fear, doubt, worry, insecurity that you've got inside of you that's polluting your shield. Allow it to fill your entire body, going in at your crown, and fill you up like a volcano until it bursts across the top and pours all the way down the outside of you as it puts a coating all around the outside and it turns to titanium and then asks for it to be mirror coated. And now you are completely sealed and protected once again on the inside as well as the outside for whatever it is that you need to deal with or whoever you need to be around, right? If it's toxic, if it's difficult, if you need to make some changes today, if you got to stand your ground, this is the day to do it. Because look at that. The sun is out, baby. Clouds have parted. It's like the Red Sea has parted. Woo! And the Divine Masculine is back at it. Yes. I love you guys. Have a great day.